but the 26 points of PDM are the bigger picture which we should focus on. And I was saying that when the realization came that we were weakening our stance and we were, not focusing on those 26 points, and when the realization came on both sides, it was decided that we would not criticize each other because we are working for a bigger agenda, which is implementing the Constitution of Pakistan, which is, strengthening judiciary, independence of media. So I guess sanity prevailed, and both parties now have decided not to take jibes on each other.
All right. Let me ask you another very important question, and this is important because I'm going to bring it to Dr. Saab in the studio as well. When you look at your party and its decisions, is it mischaracterization to say that your party's leadership is so much angry that it seems to actually keep on getting used by other parties? For example, the two nominees for chair and deputy chair when it came to Senate actually were from two other parties, People's Party and Maulana Fazlur Rahman's party. And at this moment also, it seems that they keep on using you to negotiate on their own terms with the establishment or the government or whatever the power might be. And yet you are actually not in a position to get any political benefit out of this situation. A, because you are very angry. B, because the party is very much divided within the two houses, House of Nawaz and House of Shahbaz.
First of all, let me tell you that, even if there is a difference of opinion on how to go ahead between Shahbaz Sharif or Nawaz Sharif, when a decision is made, the whole party follows. And then even if there is a difference of opinion, it is kept aside, and whatever is decided by consensus is followed. So let me assure you on that. Number two,
resignation was your and Maulana Fazlur Rahman's consensus. Nobody followed that.
No. Now PDM, at the level of PDM, it was decided that People's Party is going to go for the Senate chairman, and JUIF is going to go for the deputy chairman, and PMLN will get the opposition slot. So we are leaving that decision to PDM. PDM will decide who's going to be its nominee and who will get the wholesome support of PDM for the slot of opposition leader. And we believe that, even if People's Party has been trying to get Gilani Saab the nomination, at the end of the day, it is going to be the platform of PDM which is going to make the final decision. Right now, the way PDM is going, their foremost goal is that this system is not working and we need to get rid of it. And then we can, talk about how to move forward. But let me tell you why this has come to this point. And this is my analysis. You could disagree with it. But the reason is Imran Khan has been calling the whole opposition thieves, corrupt politicians who have destroyed Pakistan, and that has been narrative since I think the last decade or so. Now the issue is, if he had done some progress on the economic front or on the promises he had made, he would have shifted the focus from name calling the opposition and towards his achievements, if there were going to be any. But as there are none, so he has to build the whole narrative on the same thing that the opposition are thieves and they're going to destroy Pakistan, and for all ills they are responsible. So this is the problem and the dilemma Pakistan is stuck in, that we have a prime minister.
Right. I understand what you're saying, sir, but let me actually bring you back to the question itself. And that was a basic thing. Regardless of how the Prime Minister treats you, your party actually got a substantial share of votes, right, in the election. Your constituents must be asking you for some kind of results. One issue that seems to be a thorny one is electoral reform, because evidently in Daska, elsewhere, you keep on raising the concerns about transparency of elections, and so does PTI. So now the Speaker National Assembly has asked you to come and sit with the government's legislators to actually make laws accordingly. What is stopping you from doing that?
So, Taqi Sahab, I'll have to repeat my answer. I mean, just take out of the last 7 speeches of the Prime Minister, where he has been addressing the public. And what do you gather out of it? He has only one agenda, and it is name-calling the opposition.